always like to put on a little jams before I do something I'm a little bit nervous about. But I am always telling you guys to fit this into the nooks and crannies, and I promised I would share my story, so I am parked right here, getting ready to get going. Always on the go, always in the car, always running all day long, and just fitting this business in my nooks and crannies. So here goes my story. Obviously, if the person I'm talking to is already going to know my name, but my name is Kelly Miller. I am a level 5, premier level 5 consultant with Rodan & Fields, and this is my story. So, I guess 12 years ago, I was living and working in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm originally from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I came down here for school, graduated, and had a very successful career. I was working in real estate and marketing, and during the housing boom, everything was going great. Had my own place, I was single, and living the life of a mid-20s successful career woman. And that is when I met my sailor, in a bar no less. Very cliche to meet a sailor in a bar. And in a second cliche way, when I met him, I said, oh, I don't date guys in the military. I don't do that. And in a third cliche way, I had a ring on my finger 6 months later, and was headed on my first move of 7 in 10 years of marriage to my Navy sailor. And it has been so fun, let me tell you. We have 2 beautiful children with whom I have been able to stay home and raise, partially due to not being able to transition to a new job every couple of years, and partially because I wanted to be able to have that time with them while they were young. But as time went on, I found that I really felt that I was missing some things in my life that was just about me. My husband was having this incredibly successful career. My children were growing. They were getting to be school age, going to Mother's Day out. And while I really enjoyed my free time during Mother's Day out, I really just wished I was being more productive with it. And so, moving forward, I wanted to contribute to our family's bottom line. And I am a dreamer, okay? I had a million different dreams about what I was going to do when I grew up. I talked to my husband about being a blogger, about being an event planner, teaching. I even went back to school and spent thousands of dollars on knocking out the courses to become a nurse. And unfortunately, none of these professions were really fitting into what I wanted out of my life, which was I wanted it all. I wanted to be there for my children. I wanted to be able to support my husband's explosive career. And I wanted to be able to have something for myself as well and be able to do it from home. And man, I looked everywhere for something like this. And along came Alyssa. And Alyssa was not my best friend. She was not even a friend at all. We met for the first time, and we were at a brunch, and she shared her business with me very casually. She was so cool about it. I had been approached by multiple direct sales professionals in the time being a military spouse, because it is very common for military spouses to do businesses like this. And I had been approached multiple times, and I had a lot of preconceived notions of what this looked like. And Alyssa just completely crashed those preconceived notions. She invited me over to her house, and partially because I can't say no to people, and also because she was just super cool, I went. And there I was having a business meeting while my children played with her children. We were 2 moms being professional, having a business meeting while our children played. And I'm looking at her, and I left her house that morning thinking, this is exactly what I've been looking for. And it's skincare. Was I into skincare? Not so much, but I loved makeup. I've always loved hair, makeup, all the things. And so this was kind of just an extended version of that. And I went home to my husband. I shared it with him. I was so excited, and he was wah, wah. This is a man who literally buys his cars online to avoid a salesperson, and he had just spent thousands of dollars on nursing, and he'd heard all my other ideas, and he was super skeptical about direct sales in general. And so we sat on it for a little bit, And for a couple of weeks, Alyssa would follow up with me. She sent me an opportunity call that was hosted by another military spouse. And with each little bit of information that she sent me and my own personal research, I became more and more convinced that this opportunity was for me. And so finally, one day, I sent my husband a text. Listen, I followed you all over the world. 7 moves in 10 years, mister. I'm putting it on the credit card. Give me 60 days. Business comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee, baby. Just give me 60 days. Well, I made back my investment in less than 6 weeks. And now 3 years later, obviously, I have not looked back. I have grown a team of over 150 men and women, and have over 80 customers that are purchasing from me regularly. I have earned trips to places like Mexico, Napa, San Francisco, Dallas, Texas, and more. And I am actually currently aspiring to earn my free Lexus through the company. And I cannot tell you, what really started out as something for me has become so much more. It is now about the women on my team. I have become so invested in these women and helping them achieve their goals and dreams, whatever they are. And that is really my why. It is my absolute passion. And the best part is now I'm significantly contributing to my family's bottom line. And this year I'm looking forward to partnering with a charity of my choice that benefits women as well. I'm still in the process of figuring out what that charity is going to be, but I'm very much looking forward to being able to give back to women in our community, alongside contributing to my family's bottom line. It's really a win-win. I would love for you to join me in business. And so now what I'm going to do is just send you some more information for you to look over. Enough about me. Let's look at the information, write down all of your questions, okay? Take a couple of days. Are you available to chat on Tuesday, around this same time? Is this a good time for you? And that is how I close up my soft call. You guys, like having that story down pat, I can shorten it, I can lengthen it, I can tweak it anytime, anywhere for whoever I'm talking to. And the reason is because I just started. I wrote it all out and I started sharing it. And with each time I share it, it gets better and better. I get more and more confident in sharing it. One thing that I do like to add in there that I didn't, I'm sorry, I should have had some notes, but I always like to say at the end, when I joined Rodan & Fields, we were the number 4 skincare brand. We are now the number 1 premium skincare brand in the country. And I think that speaks volumes to what this company is doing. And we haven't even scratched the surface of the US and are only beginning our global launch. So guys, I can't wait to hear your stories. Get them up.